Alright guys, so what's the first thing you want to do if you're choosing base 10 blocks as your strategy? Remember, I went to the store and I had $80 to start with. What do I want to do with base 10 blocks for a subtraction strategy? Josh V?
Make 8,000.
I want to make 8,000. Remember, I'm going to ignore that decimal place for now. So I want to make 8,000 to start with. So my first job is going to be to get 8,000 in my base 10 blocks. Okay, so I've made 80 or 8,000 in snap cubes. There are base 10 blocks. There are 8 thousands cubes here. We counted 10 hundreds flats in each one to make these thousands cubes. So there's 8,000 snap cubes here. What do I have to do next, guys? Remember, I had $80 and I took away $53.28. What happens next? Miriam?
You take away 5 of the base 10 blocks.
Why did you say 5 of the base 10 blocks? Why 5 of those?
Because the 5 also means 5,000.
Oh, so I'm taking away the 5,000. Okay. Alright, so I have 8,000, guys. I'm taking away 5,000 because that's the first part of my number there. Right? That's the 5. So I'll first take away 5,000. Can we take away 5,000? So 5 of those thousands cubes, guys. Go ahead. Okay, so I've taken the 5,000 away. And we're left now with 3,000 left. So I'll cross out the 5. I've used that 5 now. Okay? I've used that 5. Alright, so I've taken the 5,000 away now. I'm left with 328 to take away. What's my next step now, guys? I have 3,000 cubes sitting there. Okay? I have 3,000 cubes sitting there. How do I take away 300 from 3,000 cubes? I see 3 hands, 4 hands. No more ideas? What do you think, Josh?
You take away 1,000 and break it up into hundreds.
Yeah, I've got to break up one of those thousands cubes into hundreds. We know there are 10 hundreds in the thousands, so let's trade in one of those thousands cubes, guys, for 10 hundreds flats. Alright, so I've broken that 1,000 into tens. Well, I haven't. Thank you, Evan and friends, who helped do that for us. What's next, guys? I want to take away... What's my next step? Wyatt?
Turn the hundreds into tens.
Oh, not yet, Wyatt. You're close, though. I've taken away my thousands. What's the next step? What's my next step? Lucas?
Take away the tens.
I'm not quite there yet. I've taken the thousands away. I broke up that thousands cube for a reason. What was that reason? I see 4 hands. I see 5 hands. Sydney, what do you think? Yeah, I'll take my 300s away. So that one, that one, that one, I'll take them away. Okay? And I've taken my hundreds away. Okay? Now, how do I take away this, that 20, from those hundreds cubes there? What would my next step be? What would my next step be? What do you think, Josh? My next step here. How do I take a 20 away from a hundreds cube? What do you think, Evan?
You need to break up 100 and then break them up into tens.
Sure, so let's break up 100, guys. Let's take our 300s away first to start with. They're gone. So we took away the 5,000. We took away the 300. And then we broke one of our hundreds into tens, right? So what's our next step now? Looking for some new hands. What's our next step now? We've taken our thousands away, taken our hundreds away. What's next, John? We've taken our thousands away, taken our hundreds away. What's next to take away then? Not quite the 8. We're not at the 8 just yet. Something before the 8. Eric? Yeah, take away 2 tens, right? For the 2 tens right there. So let's take away 2 tens, guys. Alright, we've taken away those 2 tens, guys. Alright. What's our last thing we have to do now? Our last thing we have to do. Have a look, guys. Looking for some new hands this time. What's our last thing we have to do? What do you think, Trevor? Take away 8 ones. Okay? Now, a couple of options here, right? Now, how did you know you can take the 10 away, though, guys, and put just 2 ones? How did that happen so fast, Trevor?
Because
10 minus 2 is 8. So you knew that if you had 10 to start with and took 8 away, you'd have 2 left?
Yeah.
That's some pretty fast math, sir. Whoops. Alright, so we've taken away, we had 8,000 to start. We've taken away all the thousands, the hundreds, the tens, the ones. What's left to do now, guys? What is left to do now? Kylie? What's left now, do you think? We started off with 80 thousands cubes. Took away 5,000, then 300, then 20, and then 8. So what's left? Who can help her out? What's left? Looking for a new hand. What's left, Trent? What's our last step? Add them all up to find our answer, to see what's left after we have the 8,000 and take that all away. Okay? And this can go pretty fast, guys. We'll do it together. What should I add first? What should I add first? Wyatt?
The 2,000.
The 2,000s, okay? Right there. So I have 2,000. What's next? Evan?
To add
The hundreds, sure. So I have 6 hundreds, right? What's next? Ashley?
to add the 10.
Add the tens. 2, 4, 6, 7, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, 7. And what's my last step? My very last step. Christian? 2? What do you mean 2? Where does 2 come from? Oh, the 2 ones. I can't even see them on the screen there. They're so tiny. The 2 ones. All right? So I get to my final answer of 2,672. Right? Give yourselves a huge round of applause, guys. That was an awesome job.